4 law enforcement agents are dead in a shootout outside Waco, Texas tonight.
He calls himself the Lamb of God.
We wanted to get the kids out of there.
We are going to fulfill our commitment to God.
Lead your people out, David, to be a Messiah, not a destroyer.
Tis the season to get hyped about trees and lights. I've got the outlooks for this week's holiday events in Chassell and Marquette. Live from downtown Marquette, it's your 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, avoiding a crisis. Why the Delta County Airport manager says the facility faces potential fines as he works to make sure the airport remains in compliance with the FAA. Plus, the first open enrollment deadline for healthcare is about a week and a half away. What to know about using the marketplace. And take a guess at how much snow Keweenaw County will get this winter. Who's hosting a friendly competition? Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
We are still seeing some flurries out there tonight, and we are a bit chilly too. Ariane, how long will the snow last overnight?
Well, it looks like Futurecast is showing that snow is going to slow down as we get into the early hours of our Wednesday morning. Yeah, it's Wednesday tomorrow. We'll also see those winds pick up tomorrow as well. We're expecting with the snowfall just a light dusting. Some areas could see 1 to 2 inches. We'll take a look at that after the break here. And then we've got temperatures warming up a little bit warmer than we're used to, but that's going to be later in the week. Today we saw a high of 35 out at the National Weather Service. Your full forecast after the break.
Thank you very much, Ariane. Developing now, the Delta County Airport is on the brink of an administrative crisis. That's according to its manager. Robert Ranstadler took over as manager in October after former manager Andrea Newmelin resigned in June. In that time, Ranstadler says he's uncovered a pattern of the airport being nearly out of compliance with Federal Aviation Administration requirements. He also told the county commission tonight Newmelin failed to turn in documents to FAA inspectors and said there are numerous airport records missing.
My existence and time spent at the airport the past 2 months has really been in investigative capacity, trying to uncover old records, trying to connect the dots, trying to figure out what we can do to solve these problems.
It is possible the airport could face fines or have its operating certificate revoked, though Ranstadler says those possibilities are still far down the line, and he says it's unlikely the FAA would shut down the airport. Ranstadler says the FAA wants the airport to resolve its compliance issues by the end of the year, but he says he's concerned there will not be enough time to correct each one by then. Meanwhile, also in Delta County, the possibility of a third county commissioner facing a recall election in May is now under review. Commissioner Robert Peterson had until Monday to challenge any of the signatures on the recall petition. According to the county clerk, he submitted a list of challenges yesterday morning. The clerk will now review each one of those to determine if the petition has enough valid signatures to get the recall on the ballot. A vote to recall Commissioners David Moyle and Bob Barron have already been confirmed for the May election. The application deadline for open enrollment on healthcare.gov is quickly approaching. The first deadline is just 10 days away. With healthcare costs on the rise nationwide, the Michigan Department of Insurance and Financial Services is reminding applicants of the ways to save when applying for coverage. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy spoke with the department's director to learn more about what applicants need to know before selecting coverage.
There are 2 deadlines approaching for open enrollment. The first is just next week on Friday, December 15th, if you're looking for coverage that begins next month. The final deadline is January 15th, but any benefits applied for after the first deadline won't begin until February.
And this is a really important time for Michiganders who need health insurance to take a look at these Affordable Care Act or Obamacare or these federal marketplace plans.
Anita Fox, director of the Michigan Department of Insurance and Financial Services, says these insurance plans are comprehensive. Most include coverage for emergency services and hospitalization, pregnancy and maternity care, mental health, prescription drugs, as well as preventative and wellness care.
We know that people think insurance might be too complicated or it might be too expensive, but with the subsidies and this online or telephone portal, you can get the kind of help you need and you can get affordable coverage.
You can apply for insurance through the healthcare marketplace online and over the phone. 90 marketplace plans are now available for coverage in the UP. Fox says that local help is available for those who need it to give personalized answers to region-specific questions.
There'll be people in your own community who can work on your specific issue.
Fox gave a reminder that those who make less than $47,000 a year as an individual, or $97,000 for a family of 4, will still qualify for subsidies to assist with costs.
With the extension of the federal subsidies, we found that most people who applied could get coverage for less than $10 a month.
With the deadlines approaching rapidly, Fox says it's still important to take your time when shopping in the marketplace to make sure that you find the best coverage for you or your family. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
Assistance is always available online at michigan.gov/diffs or over the phone at 877-999-6442. All of that information and more about open enrollment is currently on our website, WZMQ19.com. An Israeli commander is calling today the heaviest day of fighting for his troops since the ground operations in Gaza began. Civilian casualties also continue to grow, and so does the pain of families of Israeli hostages still in the grips of Hamas. Natalie Brand reports from the White House.
The Israeli military is moving deeper into southern Gaza Tuesday, striking targets in and around the city of Khan Yunis, considered a Hamas stronghold.
Every zone has a color, which is based on intelligence.
Israeli defense forces say they are trying to mitigate harm to civilians.
And try and make movements and ask for people to move in order to minimize harm to these civilians.
But many Palestinians say they have no place to go, no supplies, and constantly fear bombardment. We are living between life and death, this mother cries. We may die at any moment. The U.S. plans to help create a field hospital inside the Gaza Strip for wounded civilians.
The White House says it remains focused on surging humanitarian assistance while also supporting Israel and bringing the remaining hostages home.
Every minute that goes by, their chances to keep on being alive are decreasing.
Some of the families of hostages held by Hamas returned to Capitol Hill Tuesday. They say their hearts break every day.
Just this past week, we got horrible news as it dribbled in that 4 different people were dead that we hoped were still alive in Gaza.
Families are pleading that the Red Cross be allowed to visit some 130 hostages still believed to be in captivity.
That's okay. But know that we care. Know that I care.
Meanwhile, in Washington today, leaders of some of the most prestigious universities were in the hot seat during a congressional hearing to address a rise in anti-Semitism. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon has a closer look at what exactly Jewish students are facing on campuses and has the report from Washington.
In 2023, at NYU, I hear calls to gas the Jews, and I am told that Hitler was right.
70% of MIT's Jewish students polled feel forced to hide their identities and perspectives.
Jewish students like Talia Khan speaking up today about recent experiences with anti-Semitism.
This is not just harassment. This is our lives on the line.
Many feeling threatened daily, not just from fellow students, but faculty and staff as well.
And you're a dirty little Jew. You deserve to die. Or words said not by Hamas, but by my classmates and professors.
Being a Jew at NYU is being surrounded by students and faculty who support the murder and kidnapping of Jews because, after all, as they say, resistance is justified when people are occupied.
Now, presidents of prestigious universities like Harvard, Penn, and MIT in the hot seat testifying today in front of Congress.
Unfortunately, many of our university leaders have not met this moment and have allowed anti-Semitism to continue to grow and to rear its ugly head.
House Republicans raised concerns about a lack of discipline and action against students, faculty, and campus organizations who they say are displaying anti-Semitism. Presidents all condemned the October 7th attacks and the rise in anti-Semitism that followed. They say they're working tirelessly to hold those who violated university rules accountable.
Anti-Semitism, an old, viral, and pernicious evil,
has been steadily rising in our society, and these world events have dramatically accelerated that surge.
They believe more needs to be done, especially when it comes to education about Jewish history and anti-Semitism.
And we must get this right. The stakes are too high.
Reporting in Washington, Brendan Scanlon, WZMQ 19 News.
Many Democrats today said anti-Semitism has been on the rise for years. They frequently pointed to what unfolded in Charlottesville, Virginia back in 2017 and said this is not a one-sided issue. They say it's time for real bipartisan solutions to keep everybody safe. Your first morning weather forecast is coming up after this break, plus the hotels and travel destinations that are really leaning into the holidays, the unique themed rooms you can find all around, and a little friendly competition between two Marquette County communities. How you can participate in Ishpeming's and Negaunee annual blood battle. We're back in 2 minutes.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Sleep better with a new mattress from Kirkish Furniture. We proudly feature made in the Midwest Restonic mattresses. Try one out today and compare other major brands. Let our sleep specialists help you find the bed of your dreams at Kirkish Furniture.
When it gets colder, it's a good idea to layer up. But you can also surround yourself with an added layer of protection by getting your flu and COVID-19 vaccines. And you can safely get both vaccines at the same time. Talk to your healthcare provider and layer up for some added peace of mind.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. That's because at John's Auto, communication is the key to service. When we have your car, you can expect to be updated on what's going on. And Craig here will explain repairs in terms I even understand, and I'm only 9. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Marquette.
And don't forget, we're still your #1 source for a pre-owned vehicle in Marquette County.
John's Auto Marquette.
PTSD isn't something that is just going to go away on its own.
Treatment works. It helps.
There's no shame in treatment.
Just do it. Your world will be so different afterwards.
It's a warrior sickness. It's not a coward sickness.
Never too late.
I guarantee you it'll help you.
It will change your life.
It turned my life around.
You can find peace.
Never thought I could feel this good.
Walk through those doors, take the step.
Go get help. It's the best and bravest thing you could ever do. Treatment works.
This is home for CBS, WZMQ 19.
Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasek.
Let's take a look at what we've been seeing the past couple of hours. Probably snow showers, especially if you are along Lake Superior or in the central and eastern portions. That's where we'll expect a lot more activity tomorrow, as well as we take a look at current conditions. Marquette County seeing some flurries all over the county, and then again even further to the east over there in Newberry. Munising, you're going to see a little bit as well. Taking a look at temperatures right now, we're in that 20 to 30 degree range with those clouds continuing to cover the sky tonight. And here are those lows in that 20 degree range. And again, we will see mostly cloudy skies tomorrow before taking a look at Thursday. I know I'm skipping ahead here, but gradual sunshine, hopefully no precipitation in the skies. But the big story tomorrow is the breeze. We've got some gusty winds pushing in. I'll show you how fast we're expecting those winds to gust up to. But temperatures in that 30 degree range before we warm up on that Thursday, seeing temps above 40. And then Friday, my friends, we could be looking at close to 50. But again, I'm ahead of myself. Right now, we've got winds primarily coming out of the north, fairly calm at the moment. And then we'll see changes in direction, of course. So Wednesday, a lot of those winds coming from the south, southwest, and then gusts picking up, especially over in Ironwood. We'll get a little breezy here in Marquette as well, mostly midday or early evening here up to 29, 30 miles an hour. But heads up on that, especially if you've got garbage night tomorrow night. But winds again changing direction, coming out of the west there on that Wednesday evening, and then we'll calm down as of right now. Things could change though this weekend. Taking a look at Futurecast, those snow showers eventually clearing out, leaving just the clouds hanging out for the most part for our night and morning, and then maybe some afternoon showers, especially between Marquette and Munising, and then heading further east toward Newberry. Then we're going to see a mixture here in the early evening, especially in Elger County, so some rain and snow showers mixing in there. As of right now, not seeing hail, but we'll keep an eye on that for you. The rest of the evening into Thursday, we'll have some cloud coverage before those clear out, leaving us lots of sunshine. And as we all know, that sun is setting very early in the evening now. We've got mostly cloudy skies moving in for the majority of our Thursday night. So a light dusting of snow tonight and into the morning, but the heavier accumulations, heavier, use that loosely, is going to be over here in the east. Newberry could see anywhere from ½ inch to 1 inch. Taking a look at Kingsford, look at these temperatures rising up to about 48 on Friday before drastically dipping down this weekend into early next week. Quick look at our Friday holiday parade. Temperatures in the 40s. Your 7-day outlooks coming up in 15.
Thank you very much, Ariane. Of course, Keweenaw County sees some of the most snowfall in the UP, even in Michigan. And this year, you can win some prizes if you can guess how much snow Keweenaw County will get. Visit Keweenaw is celebrating all the snowfall with a snowfall total guessing contest. It's online and open to everyone. Snow totals will be provided at the end of the season by the Keweenaw County Road Commission, and the person with the closest guess without going over is the winner. Visit Keweenaw's events coordinator says it's important for us to be grateful for all the snow we get and to make the most of the season.
It seems like there's a trend in people realizing the value in what we have up here for snow. It's a guarantee, and that's not everywhere. You hear what's happening downstate, so it's really special that we still get it.
Guesses must be submitted in inches by December 15th. Just head to WZMQ19.com for more information. In Manistee, an annual holiday event is raising money to improve medical care in the UP. The Festival of Trees is now on display in the Schoolcraft Memorial Hospital atrium. More than 100 businesses decorated and sponsored trees and wreaths and even donated prizes. Through an online auction and raffles in the atrium, the hospital is raising money for its new imaging equipment, the first technology of its kind in the UP.
Gives all of the businesses in the Manistee area and the Schoolcraft County area, and even extending beyond that, a chance to donate in a way that's meaningful to them, in a way that will help the sustainability of the hospital and improve the quality of patient care.
The Festival of Trees continues through Saturday with the raffle drawing at 2 p.m. For auction and raffle details, just head on over to our website. The city of Iron Mountain is getting ready for its tree lighting event this Friday. A 25-foot balsam came from Swanson's Big Red Barn in Marinette County, Wisconsin. It was chosen from around 15,000 trees on the farm. Baco Construction was helping out this morning with the preparations and testing all of the lights for the downtown Christmas walk happening Friday. The event begins at 4 p.m. Central Time in Iron Mountain, and Santa will light up the tree at 6 p.m. This time of year, most hotels roll out lavish decorations, and some offer extra special suites to really immerse guests in the holiday spirit. Wendy Gillette reports from New York on a few places to find that holiday cheer.
Flip a switch to turn on the magic of Christmas inside this suite at the Hilton New York Times Square, surrounded by walls adorned with peppermints and jars full of all-you-can-eat candy, washed down with liquid treats from a hot cocoa bar. What's on TV is equally sweet after a spin at Christmas karaoke. Holiday love stories on the Hallmark Channel.
I'm going to meet his parents for the first time.
The Hallmark Channel Countdown to Christmas suite, featuring an equally decked out bathroom and bedroom, is also available at Hilton Americas Houston and Hilton Chicago.
It's truly magical. If you walk in here, you can just feel the spirit of the holidays.
Here in New York City, there's also the FAO suite at Omni Berkshire Place. It's filled with toys from nearby FAO Schwartz, including one that helps guests recreate the iconic scene from the movie Big.
Kids or kids at heart enter a monster of a room. 1,300 square feet filled with a curated collection of toys from the famous store.
This is the hardest place in New York City to leave for children. Once they come to the hotel and experience the suite, they don't want to go home.
Toy soldiers watch over fresh cookies and milk for Santa. And there's a bottle for the older set to enjoy while listening to records of Christmas classics. If a Chicago Christmas puts a fire in your heart, the 2,000 square foot presidential suite at Swiss Hotel, where we stayed for a special rate, offers 17 festive furs, styled to fit this year's holiday jewel theme.
We were looking for something that was fun and bright and colorful.
The room gets cozier to settle in for a long winter's night, with a cocoa from the Build Your Own bar and view of the sparkling city. Morning brings a personal breakfast buffet for a very merry wake-up in the 41st floor perch.
That FAO Schwartz suite in New York City is also available year-round. The holidays are also the time of year to give back, and 2 Marquette County cities are looking for people to raise an arm ahead of their annual blood battle. Negaunee and Ishpeming have partnered with the UP Regional Blood Center for their blood battle to see who can receive the most donations. The battle, now in its 3rd year, also involves the Ishpeming and Negaunee High School Honor Societies. The city with the most pints will receive an honorary blood drive trophy that's traded off yearly.
A trophy that the winning team gets to hold on to for a year in bragging rights. And so last year we came out on top. And so now we're in year 3, so the tiebreaker is this year. And this year Negaunee's out first and we'll be out second. And yeah, we'll see how we do.
Negaunee's Collection Day is tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Negaunee High School Auditorium. Ishpeming's Collection Day will be held on January 4th. Marquette area businesses are helping raise money for a local trail network. Tonight, bike shops in Marquette partnered with Rippling River Resort and Embers Credit Union to have a fundraiser for the Nakamenon Trail Network. The money is meant to help keep the trails groomed for fat tire biking throughout the winter. The fundraiser included a nighttime bike ride and an after party with some prizes. Event organizers say Marquette's winter biking community has really come a long way, and they hope to see it continue growing.
See this sport grow. We want to see NTN grow. We want to see more people visit Marquette and enjoy our trails.
This year, an anonymous donor has even agreed to match all donations. Organizers say they hope to continue holding these fundraisers in years to come. Still ahead tonight, with a rise in Americans reporting feelings of loneliness, how that can contribute to other health problems, and how one group is trying to fix it.
Tonight on The Late Show, my guest is Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, which I think earns me 500 frequent flyer miles.
Tonight on CBS. Cars will break down, and when they do, it's too late. If your car is out of warranty, it leaves you with 2 choices. Get stuck paying for expensive repairs, or one phone call to CarShield. Their administrators pay for your covered repairs so you don't have to. Your coverage includes roadside assistance, towing, rental, and so much more. Plus, with their nationwide network, you choose the mechanic or dealer. Best of all, there's coverage for every wallet size. Make the smart call before it's too late. Call CarShield today.
Unlike other health concerns, mental illness is not always easy to see.
D-E-P-R.
Mental illness doesn't show up on a scale. Bipolar? Sorting out a mental health concern takes professional diagnosis and treatment.
Anxiety. I thought so.
If you or a loved one has a mental health concern, don't go it alone. For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP. Learn more at samhsa.gov/support.
Tune in with me for some classical classics.
Figaro, Figaro, Figaro. Kill the rabbit.
Tune in with me, weekdays at 7 on MeTV 19.1. watching the award-winning WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Sarah Blakely.
About half of adults in this country are experiencing loneliness in some form, and it's not just a mental health issue. Loneliness can put people at risk for all kinds of problems, including heart disease, diabetes, obesity, weakened immunity, and sleep problems. Dr. John LaPook shows us a program that's meant to help.
For these high school teenagers, spending the afternoon with people old enough to be their grandparents is their idea of a good time. Every Thursday, a group from the United Nations International School visits this New York City skilled nursing facility
Okay, I got one.
for an afternoon of competition
Wait, that's not how you spell it.
and conversation.
Parents who want to raise them all.
It's the brainchild of 17-year-old Max Hockman, who started playing chess with his family at the age of 4.
I started thinking about it during the COVID-19 pandemic when I heard about how my grandfather was kind of feeling lonely. I decided to just pick up the phone one day and call him and ask him to play chess online with me. I saw how that really improved his mood.
That online chess game with his grandfather in Florida has morphed into 60 students visiting 3 facilities every week.
I love all types of movies.
Much to the delight of residents like Lori James.
You know, I'm seeing a lot of talking and very little chess playing. Is that what usually happens with these things?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Because that's how you connect to one another.
Maria Alomar introduced Daria Murnia to the game of dominoes.
You said to me that the people in East Harlem, is that where you're from?
Yes.
They take dominoes very seriously.
Very seriously. I won one game, but who's counting?
In between chess moves, Luis Sanchez and Hugo Ilmesen discovered they had both lived in Panama.
I was showing him some photos of me in Panama, and we were talking about it. We speak English, and then sometimes we'll speak Spanish.
You know, there's the desire on their end to have the connection as well. It's not just the residents wanting to connect with the youth, but the youth wanting to connect with them.
Just knowing that there's still genuine young people out there who's willing to, come and sit with us.
Gives you faith?
Yeah.
In other health news tonight, excessive screen exposure for children 3 to 6 years old is associated with mental health problems. Researchers in China looked at 15,000 kindergartners. Those who spend more than 4 hours a day staring at computers, phones, televisions, and other electronic devices have a higher risk of mental health problems, though the risk was lower for children who watch mostly educational programs. Only a fraction of adults eligible for statin use are taking them. That's according to a new report published in Annals of Internal Medicine. Statins help prevent cardiovascular disease, and data shows only 20% of adults with the strongest guideline recommendations are taking the medicine, and that includes people with diabetes and extremely high cholesterol. Overall, just 35% of eligible adults are using a statin. And there is a slower fetal growth rate in women with depressive symptoms during pregnancy. A study published in JAMA Network Open measured depression in women at about 24 weeks of pregnancy. Those with worse symptoms saw their baby grow slower throughout much of the 3rd trimester. Our little flurries overnight will taper off through the night, and we could see some rain-snow mix tomorrow. Ariane has the outlook on the way. And a fan favorite in Iron Mountain tonight at a high school hockey game. A look at the annual teddy bear toss there after this break.
Save big money on your next painting project now at Menards. Pittsburgh Grand Distinction Interior Paint is a premium paint and primer with excellent durability and comes in over 701 coat colors. A gallon is $34.87 after $5 mail-in rebate. Add a pop of color to your home with Paramount Interior Paint. It provides the most advanced protection and true one-coat coverage. A gallon of Paramount Flat Interior Paint is only $44.98. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
Tonight on The Late Show, my guest is Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, which I think earns me 500 frequent flyer miles.
Tonight on CBS.
Hi, friends. Richard Karn here. Now, I'm known as the guy who can fix just about anything, but the technology in most appliances requires very special training to fix. And that's why my family has Choice Home Warranty.
Choice Home Warranty covers over 25 major home systems and appliances. That's your AC, heating, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and so much more.
Imagine for less than a cup of coffee a day, Choice Home Warranty can help protect you from expensive major system and appliance breakdowns that your homeowner's insurance doesn't cover.
Call Choice Home Warranty now and get access to a nationwide network of over 15,000 technicians and the latest appointment setting technology so you'll know when they're on their way.
So, do what this old DIYer did and call Choice Home Warranty now before something breaks down.
Get protection for your heating, AC, plumbing, kitchen, and laundry appliances, and more. Call for your free quote today. Call in the next 5 minutes and get your first month free. 800-418-1754. 800-418-1754.
Mike Baxter, Pioneer.
Dad, how do you kill an elk?
Wait outside the lodge until last call, then hit it with a tire iron.
And legend.
I have a 60-year-old truck and a 30-year-old marriage. You should be happy that I am stuck in my old ways.
I do love that truck.
No wonder he's the last man standing.
We have some snowflakes here in Marquette right now, and over in Newberry, a lot of our snow shower activity gonna be in that location and region. Munising also seeing some too. Taking a look at Chassell, they've got the old-fashioned, I wanna make sure I get this right, Christmas celebration going from Wednesday into Saturday. Friends, I don't think we're gonna see a whole lot of snow accumulation. However, we'll have mostly sunny skies on Thursday, and then Friday, check out those highs, 48 degrees. We'll cool down a little bit on Saturday, but it should be a really lovely week and weekend for that event. And then Wednesday, we're looking at some snow showers. Again, we've talked about these wind gusts getting up to about 25, 30 miles an hour, so heads up on that. And then 7-day outlook for Escanaba. Thursday, first day of Hanukkah, will be about 41 degrees. Gradual sunshine making its way to us, and then 46 is the high on Friday. Possible rain on Saturday.
Finally tonight, Iron Mountain's Mountain View Ice Arena was alive with excitement and raining down teddy bears. The Kingsford Flivvers faced off against the Jeffers Jets tonight in the ultimate matchup that is giving toys to kids for Christmas. Senior Wyatt Scott was the dynamo that fired up the crowd with the Flivvers' first goal of the night, which launched the cascade of teddy bears onto the ice. Although the Flivvers didn't secure the win, the senior says the night was still a success.
Good. Yeah, it's my first goal all season, so I think it's just good that you guys are doing this and we get all the people to come here and give back to all the kids. It's always nice to do that.
The stuffed animals will be split between the Caring House and local first responders. The Flivvers take on the rivals, the Iron Mountain Mountaineers, on December 30th. And congrats to the Jets for that win. And congrats to everyone for bringing in those teddy bears and helping out your community.
I forgot that's what we were talking about. And I'm like, what's going on with all these teddy bears? But yeah, awesome job, everybody that participated and threw those bears on the ice. I like to see that instead of the octopus.
Yes, and don't forget about the teddy bear toss at this Saturday's NMU Tech hockey game. We'll see you tomorrow.
Shop our huge selection of Amish crafted dining room sets at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Browse our large in-stock collection and customize with a special order with 1-year no-interest financing available, plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture today.
Yes, we're on thin ice. And everything is going